What's up, everybody? I'm Tamee Harrison, and welcome to another exciting episode of Mixed Cocktail Hour, coming to you live from my most favorite place in the whole wide world. You guessed it, Awesome Town. We have a fantastic show planned for you guys today, so I say, enough of me just standing here rambling on. Let's get on with the show today. So please give a warm welcome to my co-host, Scott Cushman!
Yeah! Tamee! Yeah! We're ready.
Oh, we actually managed to get it.
It actually did. We finally got that right.
I say let's get mixing.
Let's get
mixing. What you have up your sleeve.
When you are at a busy bar,
Yeah.
and somebody walks up and orders one of the drinks I'll be making tonight, and you are busy,
Yeah.
you are swamped, and you want to literally jump across the bar, flip it on top of them, and say, listen here, punk.
Yeah.
I'm tired of your garbage.
Yeah.
Order something off the menu,
Yeah.
or I'm going to rip your eyeball out.
Okay.
Now, I would never, of course, rip an eyeball out. I would never do that.
No.
But there is
But
something
you've
about...
thought about it many
I
times.
thought about it. I pictured it in my drunken haze.
What drinks are so...
So these are the
Bad.
drinks I'm making tonight are drinks that bartenders really do not like making.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna put a little disclaimer on it.
Yes.
That is, some bartenders do like making these drinks, especially if they're on a menu or if we definitely have the stuff to make them.
The bar is empty.
Or the bar is empty. These
Yeah.
are great drinks to make when the bar is empty.
Yeah.
But I do want to take some of these drinks and make them better. So at least if you're gonna ask for a weird, complex drink that's just gonna mess up my station and my vibe, you might as well ask for the better version of them.
Okay.
So I'm going to be making better versions of cocktails that bartenders hate.
I like
Good.
it.
So let's begin with everybody, and I guarantee 9 out of 10 dentists agree that toothpaste is good for you. I don't know who that 10th dentist is. 9 out of 10 bartenders agree that the mojito is the most annoying drink to get if it is not on a menu.
Okay.
It's a mint is like the glitter of the bar world. Once you have made a drink with a mint, for the next 3 weeks, all of your stuff is minty.
Really?
So if you don't have a mojito on your menu, you're just messing up something. You're just like messing up the vibe. So if you are going to go up and order a mojito from a bartender,
Yeah.
I suggest at least go for the better version of it, which is called the Old Cuban. So we're making an Old Cuban today. So at least if you're
it.
ruining somebody's life, if the bartender is going to flip the bar on top of you and rip out each of your ocular cavities,
Yes.
you might as well get the better version of this drink.
True.
So all I'm doing right here, Tamee, is I am pulling off way too much mint.
Yeah.
We want to have as much mint in here as possible because we want to make this mint go disintegrated. We just want it all off of here. So I'm just pulling these little mint guys out of here as quickly as my little fat hands can handle. Can we go to Skycam real quick? Look at my station right
Yeah.
now. It is literally just littered with mint.
Yeah,
And I have
it shows
done
you're working though.
I have done nothing yet, but now every drink is gonna have mint somewhere in it. Next thing we're going to be needing is some simple syrup.
Okay.
At half of an ounce, we are then going to take the juice of 1/2 of a lime, and we're going to squeeze this in here. We're looking for about half of an ounce of lime juice. Since this is a smaller cocktail, let's see if we can't get that exactly right. Squeeze this in to the jigger, and look at me. Right at the half
Wow.
mark.
Look at that.
Bam.
Look at that.
Now this is where the annoying part of this drink comes in, which is muddle. We have to
That's
really...
why bartenders don't like it, because they gotta work a little bit, isn't it?
Well, this one is
Because
working...
you want the rum and cokes all night long.
We do want those rum and cokes all night.
Yeah.
That would be, I mean, honestly, those are great bars to work at. I'm actually wearing the t-shirt.
Frank and Hank.
Frank and Hank's, one of my favorite bars in all
That's
of
a
Los
rum and
Angeles.
coke kind of place.
It is a rum and coke. It is
Beers.
it is a Jack Daniels
Oh,
and Coke kind of place. So we're just going to muddle this until all of that mint has felt our wrath. We are just getting out all of the times we want to yell at a customer for adding a drink at the last second.
Yeah.
You know, I've made this, and this.
Is this when you would already start panicking when you see more and more people
Oh
piling
yeah.
up and you're like,
At this point, I am freaking out.
Okay.
Flop sweat. My mojito is salty.
Yeah.
That's just my tears that have made it into the drink. There we go. Now, can we get Skycam in there one more time just to see just how crazy green that bad boy is?
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and use a nicer rum. Why not? We're gonna be using the Clement Agricole.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love them.
Me too. And we're only gonna be putting in 1 ounce of that.
Oh. That's it?
Don't be so sad, Tamee. We're not done.
I'm like, Frank and Hank would have put more in there. Would have got a more decent
Tamee really got her heart broken
amount of
there.
Frank and Hanks.
I have mint in the ice. There's just mint everywhere.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and fill this guy up with ice.
Yeah.
We are going to give it a big shake. Here we go. Ready? One,
Yes.
2, 3. It's perfect. It's perfect, perfect, perfect.
That's how it's done.
So now we have tins with mint, tins with everything in it. Let's go ahead and throw up our glass. This is a champagne flute. We're going to take.
That's different.
It is a little different.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a Hawthorne strainer, and we're gonna take a double strainer, and we are going to pour this in. Now look how beautiful and green that comes out looking.
That is nice.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So you have this really pretty green cocktail. You don't see a lot of green mojitos.
See, the payback would be to not double strain it, so there's little itty bitty bits of mint in there that
That would
get
be
stuck
the
in the
payback.
person's teeth.
Yeah. We'd really get them
See?
then, Tamee.
Then we'd really
We'd
get 'em.
really get them then.
How often will they order that then?
How would they ever show back up at work?
Yeah.
We're basically just gonna take everything that I shook with right now and throw it away.
Okay.
Because that's gonna have mint in it for the rest of its life. That's the big problem. The last thing we have to add is, of course, some sparkling wine. We've done it. Tamee, we've done it.
Love it.
We've reached the pinnacle. This is obviously going to take just a second to fill this up, but we have this beautiful green cocktail that I always imagine old Cuban men playing dominoes as they sit and drink
Bones.
their bones as they sit and drink their beautiful cocktail. It's
beautiful.
So this is it. This is the old Cuban.
Okay.
If you are going to order a mojito.
The difference between a mojito and an old Cuban is?
Sure. So the mojito is lime, sugar, rum, and this is lime, sugar, and rum with mints. Both of them have mints.
Yeah.
The mojito has soda water.
Okay.
This has champagne.
Nice.
And the big difference is how much mintier this is because we have really crushed that mint in it to give it a green color, as opposed to just subtly suggesting that maybe the mint come out and play for a minute. This is a much mintier situation.
Okay. Cheers. Oh, it smells different.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Oh, the champagne's so
Yeah.
good too.
Yeah. But this
is delicious.
Yeah, this is the way to go. If you're going to ruin a bartender's night anyway, you might as well get the better version of the mojito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great, Scott. All right, drink número dos.
Okay, drink number 2. The mojito is most bartenders' least favorite cocktail to make. I have my own personal least favorite cocktail to make. It is a cocktail that is not difficult to make.
Okay.
It doesn't ruin my night. The process of making this drink doesn't throw me for the biggest loop of all time.
Okay.
It's the fact that when people order this drink at a place that doesn't normally have it, they don't know exactly what they are ordering. They don't know what they want.
Heard of it somewhere?
They've heard of it. It's called the Cadillac Margarita. It's called the Cadillac Margarita. Now, when you make a Cadillac Margarita, basically what you are asking for is a house margarita with a float of Grand Marnier. You want the expensive tequila. So it ends up being, in some of my bars, that ended up being a $35 cocktail.
Do they know that beforehand?
I try and convince them that this is going to be an expensive cocktail. Let me make you something slightly different that you will enjoy.
Yeah.
And
for that price, you could have 3.
For that
and then
price,
they're
you
like,
can have 3. No.
No.
Oftentimes they'll say, no, sir. They won't say sir. They would never say sir. But I'll just, in my mind, this is what I'm hearing. No, sir. I do not believe I will be having that cocktail. Instead, I will stick with my original thought.
Okay.
That's not how they say it. It's much ruder when they say it.
Yeah,
but
like, listen, guy.
Yeah.
Do your job.
yeah, exactly. They say,
Cadillac
listen here,
Martini.
bar nerd.
Yeah.
I want my cocktail and I want it now.
So what are you gonna make?
So I'm going to make a version of the margarita.
Yeah.
That is called the Tamee's Margarita. Yes.
I love Tamee's
Me
Margarita.
too, but I'm gonna make this one spicy. I feel like there's a lot of room to make this one into a nice, delicious, spicy cocktail.
Don't make it too spicy though, because
I will try not to make it too spicy, Tamee, but I do want to make it just a touch, just to show the people. I will use half of the spice that I would normally use. So let's begin. Now this is invented by a man named Julio Bermejo in the 1980s at a place called Tamee's. Tamee's famous for having a gargantuan tequila. I don't know if it's still the largest tequila selection in the United States, but at one point it was. Big tequila spot. We're gonna be using 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. I will do Julio the justice of actually measuring this out and not just squeezing lime into nothing. Nice. We're gonna be using 2 little jalapeno, these are called coins.
Yep.
I don't want to touch them because I have contacts in and I will have to take those out
you
eventually.
will definitely touch your eyes.
Yeah,
I know that
for sure.
for a fact.
Oh yeah, for sure. Boop,
Yep.
boop, 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 boop.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have lime and I have jalapeno in here. We do want to put just a touch of this agave syrup in here. We're gonna be putting in 1/4 of an ounce of that. The agave syrup, of course, made from the same plant that tequila is made from, so we're able to sort of match flavors, bring out the sweetness without covering it up. But since I know people are ordering a Cadillac, I know they want some orange in there as well. So we're gonna reach right back here and then quickly remember that we forgot to put everything we need back behind the bar. So if somebody could find me some Cointreau or some Grand Marnier, the second shelf down, closest to me, beautiful.
Yeah, you guys think we have one bar. We have another bar.
Yeah, we have
behind
a
the
whole
camera.
second bar. We have the employees bar. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Cointreau in here.
Yeah.
We are gonna go ahead and put a 1/4 of an ounce. Looking really good so far. We're gonna take.
So good.
We're gonna take our muddler, put it into some water real quick because there's mint freaking everywhere, and we are going to sort of massage these jalapenos. We do not want to crush them. We do not want them to lose their shape at all. All we're trying to do is get some of that flavor and some of that spice out of there.
Is it a general thing that bartenders just don't particularly like cocktails that they have to muddle?
This version of it is a muddled version. You don't muddle the Cadillac.
So
I'm actually
okay.
adding muddling.
I
wouldn't say that muddling is what turns us off. Mint turns us off.
Okay.
Bloop. We're gonna go ahead and grab some tequila here. The tequila here we're using is called Angelisco. This is a Reposado. This is a fabulous company.
Love the
here
Angelisco guys.
in LA. We dig these guys a lot. We're gonna go ahead and put in 1.5 ounces of tequila.
Okay.
But since, we're no
We're no cheapskates here.
yeah, we're not cheapskates. We're gonna go ahead and fill it right up to 2 ounces with the extra pour there. It makes it look good. And we're going to give this a shake.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
So everybody get ready for the Tamee dance. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, Tamee dance. Now I'm doing this a little slower so the Tamee dance can go a little slow. I'm trying not to break those jalapenos in there. I don't want those jalapenos sort of cracking apart. I did all that work to keep them together. And there we have it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this guy into here. Now, you can serve this over ice. I recommend not. You can also put salt on the outside. I also recommend not. Instead, we're going to take just a little bit of this saline solution that we had last time. We're going to go ahead and drip that in.
1 part salt, 4 parts water in your secret.
In my secret that Tammy's given away now 2 times in 2 weeks. 1 part salt, 4 parts water makes a delicious saline solution. And Tammy, if you wouldn't mind putting your hand out just real quick. Just put it like this. Yeah, like that. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you 1 little drop of this. This is homemade.
Okay.
This is a. We'll go ahead and just taste it real quick. Just give it a lick.
Is it cyanide?
Yes, of course it's cyanide. I want the murder to be.
Ooh, that is a spicy meatball.
That is a spicy. Woo. Yeah. So this is a Hellfire tincture. Okay. I also have Hellfire bitters, but I think it goes better. Let's have you have a sip of it without the Hellfire tincture, and then I'll put a drop in there. Just a quick little splash. I know you don't love spice, but just a touch extra will help this cocktail out a lot.
I'm going. Cheers.
Cheers.
Smells delicious. You can already smell the jalapeno.
Yep.
It smells and it tastes really fresh,
Yeah.
which is great. I love it when a cocktail tastes fresh
Absolutely.
and refreshing. But that spot where I tasted it is literally numb on my tongue. All right, so right now it's got a itty bitty bit of spice to it.
I'm gonna give you a splasheroo.
This is gonna be too much.
Give it a splasheroo.
That was tons. You put an itty bitty drop on my tongue. My tongue
I promise it dissipates, Tamee. quick little sip.
Oh my god, I'm breaking out of sweat. I don't know if this is
somebody find some milk for her real quick, and then we'll go from there.
I'll just slam the old Cuban.
Yeah, just kill the old Cuban. Absolutely. Don't kill the old Cuban. Oh my god, somebody's gonna take that as a sound bite.
Oh, it already smells deadlier.
Yeah, it's a little spicier.
Nothing happened.
It should just be a little bit pepperier. So you should start to taste a little bit more of that
now
tequila.
Oh yeah.
That's
okay, it comes on the back end.
Yeah.
But it's not as. Oh, there it is.
It's honestly
It scared me for a second. I was like, is this gonna carry on?
It's not supposed to just be as hot as possible. Is all it is.
Yeah, it does
Right?
come on the back end. It's
Yeah.
just really yummy and fresher and not, I'm stunned that my mouth is not completely, absolutely on fire right now.
We did it, Tamee.
Did it? I say now let's make drink número 3.
Number 3. Now this is a controversial pick.
Okay.
It's a controversial pick
What does
because
that
it
mean?
is one of my actual favorite cocktails.
So it's got to be tiki.
Technically not tiki. Technically not tiki. No, there's mint in the ice still. I'm literally losing my mind. I don't know why I decided to bring mint to this bar. Mint for the next 6 years. No, one of my favorite cocktails. The problem with this cocktail is when people order it, for the most part, they want something different than what is the good version of it. It has ruined one of my favorite cocktails.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It is called the Strawberry Daiquiri.
I love this.
I know, Tamee, I know. Everybody
love the
likes
strawberry
a strawberry
daiquiri.
daiquiri. But the daiquiri is such a wonderful cocktail by itself. Sugar and lime and rum. You can put in fresh strawberries if you want. The problem with strawberry daiquiris is now they come in like tubes.
Oh, the slushy machines.
The slushy machines. Like you see them in Vegas, they're hanging around, you know, Don King's
they have the
head.
hats with the...
Yeah, it's just like, it's a whole, you're just like, what are we doing with this? Why?
Yeah.
So I wanted today to make a cocktail that has all of the look and all of the ness of a strawberry daiquiri, but isn't a strawberry daiquiri. It brings more to it. So it is called the Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail. That is literally what it's called. The Queen Park Hotel was a hotel on the Isle of Trinidad in the 1890s. It was supposed to be this grand place, but within 6 months, beds were falling in on each other. Rooms above the kitchen were louder than Times Square on New Year's Eve. It was just this horrible. But people kept coming because of the bar and this new thing that was becoming huge everywhere in Trinidad, which is Angostura bitters.
Yep.
So people came from miles around to see this bar, and they had a few great cocktails, but I wanted to make one tonight that really sort of exemplified that and also gives me my daiquiri back. I just want the daiquiri back. Let's begin. We're going to start off over here with, of course, some lime. Use lime in all 3 of these cocktails. Tonight, we are going to do 1/2 ounce of lime here.
Yeah.
We're gonna measure it out. There we go. So squeeze that lime.
See, everybody thinks that cocktail drinking is a little unhealthy. We get a whole bunch of vitamin C in
Absolutely.
all of our cocktails.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing unhealthy about the way we do it.
No.
Yeah. Just kidding. There's a lot of unhealthy things going on here, Tamee. Next thing we're gonna be putting in here is going to be some sweet Italian vermouth.
Love it.
Yeah. It is a fortified wine. It has some sweetness from the grapes. So 1/2 ounce of lime, 1/2 ounce of sweet vermouth, 1/2 ounce of grenadine. Now you used grenadine earlier, we'll be using grenadine today. Pomegranate syrup.
Which is just simple, it's just pomegranate juice and sugar. So
Yeah. Next thing we're gonna be putting in here is going to be an odd number for this. Normally you hear 2 dashes, 3 dashes. We're gonna be putting in 4 dashes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now I wanna find a nice, interesting rum, so we're gonna be going with Zaya. tonight. The Grand Reserve. We want something a little dark, something that has a little age in it. So we're gonna be putting in 2 full ounces of that. If we have done this correctly, this should come out looking very, very similar to a strawberry daiquiri. Now, I won't be blending this today. We're just gonna shake it. So here we go. So here comes the Tamee dance. Hopefully we did it right. Ready? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm seeing some pink in here. We're gonna serve this like they would have in the newest glass of the time. One of these large martinis. Yes, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
So it's coming out with that Grenadine.
That's beautiful.
It has that Angostura giving it a bit of a pinkness. We are going to give this just a fun little garnish. Put it right there. We're gonna flail this off. And we have a beautiful cocktail called the Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail. Give that a try. Yeah, I thought that was nice. That's the typical garnish for it.
Cheers.
Little ice.
The little crunch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, if you are going to order a strawberry daiquiri, why not have something complex and delicious and interesting, like the Queen's Park Hotel Super Cocktail?
I would love to thank everybody for tuning in today. Thank you so much. Please come back again next time, which is in 1 week.
1 week.
So I am Tamee Harrison. This is Scott Cushman. Cheerio. Until next time.
Cheers.
See, Jay says he loves hearing the crew laughing in the background. Yes. That's us. We're not a silent show. Everyone needs to.
These boys are liquored up.
These boys are one big liquor family here.
These boys are 24 sheets to the wind.